Fighters, when they go crazy, they go crazy. And it's just so scary. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Tiff Show. I'm your host Tiffany, and in today's video we are going to be finding out why Tony Ferguson's wife had filed a restraining order against him. Once again, we'll be reacting to my favorite MMA channel, MMA On Point. It is a MMA On Point channel week or month or year, who knows. But I'm just really curious. I haven't reacted to a bunch of controversies within the MMA industry, so I'm really curious on why this happened. If you guys can please remember before the video starts to like and subscribe, it helps me out so much, and let's get into it.
Hi guys, Tom here from MMA On Point. Some fairly distressing news for you this morning, so let's jump straight into it. So the first news here is Tony Ferguson's wife files for restraining order. So as reported by MMA Junkie, it looks as if the wife of former interim lightweight champion Tony Ferguson has filed for a restraining order against him for alleged domestic violence. According to online records, Christina Ferguson filed the restraining order in Orange County, California. A hearing took place the same day, and the court's Domestic Violence Prevention Services project has scheduled an investigation for March 22nd. A domestic violence hearing is scheduled for April 5th. The specific allegations made by Christina Ferguson have not yet been made available, but it's worth noting that the court's definition of a domestic violence restraining order is an order that helps protect people from abuse or threats of abuse from someone they have a close relationship with. MMA Junkie also obtained a report from January 2018 and also through this month that details domestic disturbances. Ferguson, however, wasn't arrested or charged with a crime in any of those situations. The restraining order was filed less than 1 week after 6 police units were dispatched to Ferguson's home. And Christina Ferguson told police she was at her parents' house when Ferguson took their 2-year-old son back to their house and changed the locks on the doors, according to that police report. She said that she didn't fear for the child's safety, and the officers left determining there was no custody order and no crime committed. Tony Ferguson's management, Paradigm Sports, issued a statement to MMA Junkie. This is a private family matter that is in the process of being resolved. So on February 19th, police conducted a welfare check on Tony Ferguson after he made unknown threats and his wife and son left their house, according to a separate police report. Police spoke to an unidentified female who stated Tony Ferguson had not slept for 3 days and was tearing apart the home and broke part of the fireplace and believed someone placed a computer chip in his leg. An unidentified male who called the police said that the fighter had told him someone was inside the walls. Nearly 2 hours after the police made contact, Christina Ferguson told police her husband's trainer couldn't get him to leave the house to see a doctor. In another separate report, Christina also commented that he kept throwing holy water at her and his condition had been getting worse. He'd also refused to go to a hospital for an evaluation, and this is obviously an extremely concerning matter and sounds like Ferguson is in serious need of some support. Since the news broke, Ferguson has written a message on his Instagram suggesting that everyone should in fact be looking in the mirror. Cinderella man. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this world. Instead of pointing a finger, why don't y'all look in the mirror? It's easier to be on social media and worry about likes and retweets. I'm not one for burning crosses, so I don't and I won't no matter how much someone wants me to. You feel me? Yeah, I'm the type of guy that believes in something stronger than icon. Bring that shit on. Just a scapegoat for all of you. I was called a little bitch by someone close to me. We won't name names, but I'll never be that type of me. Like I said, the name is Tony, and you better believe me when I say I'll never leave it to the judges, you feel me? Only share a smile and hug, it goes far. Easier said than done. Try one, my sons. Daddy loves you, kid. By the way, social media is for entertainment. Some of you need to read a book once in a while. Is that better? Blades, time, shades. Obviously an extremely tough situation for Ferguson, and we really do wish him and his family the best with his road back to the octagon. Up next we got Conor McGregor is being sued.
Oh, I didn't know that this was multiple news filings. Okay. Interesting.
Conor McGregor decided to smash up a fan's phone, which got him arrested, and today it looks as if that fan is taking legal action. Citing Miami County records, the AP is reporting that Ahmed Abdirazak is suing McGregor for more than $15,000, accusing the Irish mixed martial arts celebrity of battery, assault, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. The lawsuit was filed Thursday, according to the AP. Footage of McGregor smashing up his phone has now surfaced, which of course comes via TMZ.
Wow. Why so much hate, Connor? Why so much hate?
And it's bizarre timing for McGregor to be involved in something as petty as this, especially with all of his problems back home. He has now, however, gone on absolute PR cleanup, promoting Proper 12 and making FaceTime for the fans. He also recently made a Twitter post referring to his possible current mindset. With a post that wrestler Jordan Burroughs made, he tweeted, "This guy right here." As Jordan wrote, "Stay hungry, guys. When I won my first world championship in 2011, I was 23 years old and ready to take on the world. I had a chip on my shoulder. I would wrestle hard because I thought that my opponents were better than me." And with that came the wins and the glory and the praise and then the comfort. As I got older and my skills began to improve, I started to take less risks. I was wrestling to protect something. With that protection came a fear of failure, and then came the losses. As I sit back to reflect, I realise it's not always the most skilled competitor who wins, but the hungriest, because hungry lions hunt best. Sure, I'm older, but I'm not any slower. I just had forgotten what it's like to be the hunter. I won't forget again. Stay hungry, friends. This post would suggest a similar situation that McGregor is in right now. He doesn't need to fight for the money. He said that himself. He's achieved the pinnacle of the sport by holding 2 titles simultaneously and has expressed no interest in defending those titles. And honestly, it'll be really interesting to see where he goes next. So continuing on with this fairly depressing news video, we have Ostovich's husband pleads no contest to assault. Arnold Burden, the wife of UFC fighter Rachel Ostovich, has pled no contest to his alleged assault on his wife, ESPN reports. Ostovich filed for a temporary restraining order in November, alleging her husband punched her in the head, face and ribs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what do you like? Yeah, what is
He punched her after a night out with family and she fell to the ground, gasped for air and escaped through a balcony. Police arrested Burden on a charge of second-degree attempted murder, and prosecutors later charged him with second-degree assault. The judge in the case has stated he is likely to avoid jail time if he does well in a domestic violence intervention program, to which he responded, "I'm going to do well." Ostovich, in a statement through her attorney, commented, "I'm satisfied that Arnold is accepting responsibility for his actions and getting the needed help so that he can be the best father to our daughter." And with these 3 stories, it seems that sometimes with fighting with intense personalities can also come intense, troubled elements. And I hope everyone involved in all of these cases come out as a better person. That's all we can really hope for as fans.
Wow, that is so wild, you guys. I mean, this is just a little taste of all the controversies that actually have happened. So I want to do another video where I really go in and expose all of the crazy, like, domestic violence issues that, like, definitely need to be talked about more within the MMA community, because fighters, when they go crazy, they go crazy. And it's just so scary. Okay, quick thoughts. It's not wild and it's not shocking, but it is just sad at how many domestic violence abuse issues have arisen within the MMA community and MMA fighters in general. It makes sense though. I mean, the amount of brain damage they must have endured. I'm not legitimizing it in any way. I'm just saying, like, it's definitely something that needs to be talked about, and I feel like there needs to be, like, better services, something to do with, like, mental health services specifically for fighters, because it's such a dangerous sport, both physically and mentally. And if we don't address this now, then there's just going to be more violence that is promoted within the sport and more aggression. And I don't know, I feel like it's time to change the dialogue of UFC and change it more towards helping fighters become the best they can be, and less about how much trash talk and how much violence and hate we can promote between 2 fighters, but more so how can we just have the best fight, the best show, and help our fighters achieve the best mental capacity they can achieve. Preaching again, preaching. But that is one goal I have in the longevity of my channel, is to definitely change that narrative and to make MMA be seen in every household as a more positive sport and in a more positive light. So yeah, put it in the comments, you guys, if you have any ideas for what I should be reacting to next in terms of like controversies maybe, or certain scandals. I know talking about it won't really help solve the issue, but hopefully it would bring more light to the issue and get people thinking more about just how violent this sport really is and how detrimental it can be to someone's mental health. Alright guys, let me know if you guys liked this video. If you guys did, please give it a thumbs up. I hope to see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.